What is up, fishes? How are all y'all doing? I have a fun little game in the works for us today. Something a little ha-ha hee-hee. A little silly. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let me yap about it real fast. We do be yapping. Okay, this is Soul Street. Now, if you're asking yourself, why haven't I heard of Soul Street? It is likely because Soul Street is like a little tiny Chinese indie game. This was published way back at like the start of 2023, so it's not exactly new, but it is a little underground. This is a murder investigation. We do play as an investigator. We're solving a case. There's a bit of a content warning for those who require it. It might deal with some heavy topics. This is criminal investigation after all. I have heard through the grapevine and my own explorations in trying to set this game up that it can be unbalanced and buggy. But I'm looking forward to that. I hope that this is, like, interesting. Out the gate, it had music playing on the menu when I queued the game up earlier, and it just stopped playing about a minute in, so we already are on strike one of quality of life problems. So, yeah, I in fact found some videos of people playing through this game who would get to the final level and not be able to complete it because the game borks itself and just starts insta-killing you when you start that section. So, it is very possible that we will get, like, hard-locked at the end of this game. It should take about 2 to 3 hours, provided I'm not too horribly bad with the puzzles. Late start? What do you mean late start? The start's 6:15 and I've been here yapping since then. The disrespect in this house. Man, why do I hire y'all? I need new koibuns. I need new koibuns that respect me more. Oh my god, man. Bruh, what is this? Now the announcement says 10 p.m. In what world? Hold on. I'm going to the announcements. Hold on. Start time is 6:15 p.m. EST. Your local time is 8 minutes ago. What are you on, Lunar? What's happening? I feel like I just got gaslit. I went and double checked. I was like, there's no way I did that. There's no way. The bit below that? We're looking. I'm looking. Local time is 8 minutes ago. If you're talking about the Discord event, that also says 6 p.m. every Monday. The weekly schedule. The weekly schedule says 6 and or 5 because it's 5 p.m. on Thursdays, p.m. ESTs. If you're reading the 10 p.m., that's UTC, which is 6 p.m. EST. Why are you all doing this to me? I'm cutting this out of the VOD. Do you feel good about what you've done? I'm being framed! Let me see. Hold on. That does say 2,200 hours. No, because hold on. Let me screenshot what it says for me. This is great. Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay. Deadass, the villain might actually be Discord. Hold on. The villain might be Discord. I blame Discord. If it's a problem, it's Discord's fault. Fuck Discord. Affectionate heart hands. I'm being framed! What happened to your Discord, Lunar? Update Discord. Update that shit immediately. Update that. Like, one might say it's causing Discord. Fuck, I can't believe it. I can't believe you've done this. Nah, I won't cut it from the VOD then. You're safe. You've been, we've had a Phoenix Wright moment. You've been absolved. You've been absolved of guilt. Anyway, so, to get back on track, at least, so, I have no clue whether or not we're even going to be able to finish this now because some of the shenanigans I have seen about people who've had trouble completing it. I don't think the puzzles are going to be too bad. I think the investigation's going to be pretty straightforward. The only piece of advice that I got was the game doesn't tell you you can combine pieces of evidence, but apparently you can do that, and it's a good thing and important, so we will remember to do that. Anyway, here at Koiyakuza HQ, if win conditions aren't possible, we will simply create our own win conditions because we never lose. So as long as we have fun, I'm sure that it will be good. Losing is not an option for us. If you're not sure about something with the Discord stream kit, I'm at the point where I've had to breathe it in and out enough where I could probably tell you whether or not you can do something. So just ask. And if your next question is, do gifts work? The answer is no. So I'm in fact operating with 2 of my fish fins tied behind my back and the other 2 paddling me in a circle, so. The state pays me to mod for Kai. So true, bestie. So true. Listen, the roots of the Koiyakuza go deep and strong. You're all in it now, and now you can't get out. It's the nature of the beast. Y'all can wave hi to the VOD fishes. Say hi to Iki and Grem and the rest, who I know support me via the YouTube side. Love all y'all. Little fish fin heart hands happening here. Your boss loves you. Thank you so much for supporting your local food truck. Makes me really happy. In the future, the way that I want the Discord streams to work is I would like them to be member only. However, I will still post the links here in the Discord, so if you are in the Discord, you can still access all of my Discord VODs. So y'all are special fish with special access. You have to be in the Discord to see my Discord content, Smiles. You have to pay the entry fee of being a part of the community and letting me be silly at you. And post food pictures. You are special. You are special because you have signalis cancer. I think I also have signalis cancer though. So it's too late for me. Yeah. Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, or ginger ale. Not Canada Dry, rip, don't get it then. I mean, of everything, I would say Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper's like the only option there. Mountain Dew scares me. Mountain Dew scares me for a variety of reasons. But who am I to talk? Because I don't drink soda. Your boss makes, like, what is it? Seltzer? I have a CO2 injector. So I can just make seltzer myself. And then I make mixed drinks or what have you using the seltzer. Or I can flavor the seltzer with, you know, fruit juice or something. So I'm fancy. I'm always doing something stupid fancy in the kitchen and being silly, so. The tea plug was a perfect segue. So true, bestie. It really is. Buy my tea. Just buy my tea. I am a partner with Cheeby Tea. Let's go. Thank you, Lunar. Me, what if I didn't plug? Y'all, what if we plugged for you? Stares at you. You can get 10% off of your order with Cheeby Tea with my partnership code TEAYAKUZA. Consider supporting the Yakuza by buying your local fish tea. Anyways, that's enough of that. I'm not gonna bother y'all with plugging. Plugging is so cringe. Feh. We're feh here. That's all that matters, yeah. It's the max of one in a sex VC. That's the joke. That's the whole joke, isn't it? I'm so proud you figured it out. Now is it the sex VCs if it's only one person? Solo edging VC! Chat, are we gonna change the name of the sex VC to the solo edging VC? I don't know. It's a pretty good name change, I'm not gonna lie. The hentai knockoff to solo leveling. The hentai version of solo leveling. Solo edging warrior. Long time edger, first time buster. Come again? Can't. It's so funny. Stevie T, I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Why do I let you all work for me? I need new employees in this food truck. I really do. All right, hold on. We've been yapping. It's fine. It's fun. We've been yapping, but let's get our ass in gear here. We have things to do. As long as we have fun, we win, because who knows if we can actually win. The game might be broken. The game also scares me a little bit because when I opened it, it tried to get through my Windows firewall and request permission to connect to public networks. So there was that. A permission that I did not give it because I was like, you do not need internet connectivity. This guy's starting the game. No. Yes, I am. I'm starting the game. You can't stop me. I certainly wish that that was translated. Alright, get serious. It's time to be serious. I'm sorry. This isn't serious anymore. Oh my god, she's doing the Balenciaga walk. Xiao Xiao, I finally found you. Hey, did that man just turn into sand? Anyway. Oh man, the piano was just getting going! How did I fall asleep? In the middle of the street, no less. Wait, did you fall asleep on the sidewalk? Who's that? Seems to be Detective Ma. Oh, that motion blur. I turned motion blur off, by the way, so this is it without motion blur. We will simply turn around slowly so as not to cause nausea. He's undercover. He's wearing Patrick Star shorts. Hello, Detective Ma. You seem to be surrounded by a piss aura. Detective Lee, I finally found you. Your phone was off. It took me a while to find you. You're in such a hurry to find me. Has there been a murder? The bizarre murder case, or the site of the murder case. I've also heard that the English translation might be a little bit rough, but that's fine. The victim's name is Tianhua. Last night she was dining with fallen Seoul Street merchants Men Heng, Xia Shunxi, Gaoji, and Xu He at the Shijian sushi restaurant on fallen Seoul Street. It's a lot of names that I won't remember yet. Patience. At 10 p.m. she went out to make a call. At 10:45 p.m. she was found dead in the Chuanli izakaya operated by Meng Hang. The first person to find her body was Xia Shunxi's son, Xia Tian. While the adults were drinking inside, he was playing football on the street and saw Qianhua lying on the ground as he passed by the izakaya. Fallen Seoul Street's shops close at 9 p.m., and the street is basically empty by 10 p.m., since Xia Tian is just at 10. And according to the suspects, when they ran into the izakaya, Qianhua was lying on the ground with dilated pupils and no heartbeat. Her right index and middle fingers were severely burned, and there was a 7-centimeter diameter electric burn on her left foot. Next to her body was a cell phone and a charger. There was an overturned bottle of liquor on the table, and liquor was spilled all over the floor. They suspect that Kwanha accidentally knocked over the bottle and was electrocuted while charging her phone with a charger that got wet with the liquor. After everyone called the police, they closed the shop door and all stood at the entrance. At 11:05 p.m., our team arrived at the scene, and when they opened the door, Kwanhua's body was gone. Indeed, it's quite bizarre. The location of the murder case is very unusual. Are there usual places for murder? The victim died inside the Chuanli izakaya on Fallen Seoul Street. Fallen Seoul Street is a well. These 5 or 6 missing person cases have been exaggerated by people into more than 10 unsolved cases. Some meddlers have even fabricated stories about Fallen Seoul Street being connected to an alternate dimension, claiming that those who disappeared entered a different world. An ordinary commercial street has thus become known as Fallen Seoul Street. The spooky tales haven't scared people away, though. Instead, they've piqued more people's curiosity, with many coming to Laohoon Street for an adventure. I've also heard a bit about the Fallen Seoul Street disappearance cases. Let's see. All questions for now. Since Kwanhua's body disappeared right under the eyes of a group of people, this case has received high attention from our department leaders. She asked me to find you, report the entire case, and hand over the investigation to you. Alright, leave it to me. Detective Lee, I heard you specialize in handling special cases. The department leaders always like to throw unsolvable cases at me, calling them special cases. I heard from people at the station that 3 years ago you were seriously injured while capturing a fugitive. After recovering, your eyes can see unclean things. Is that true? My eyes can also see unclean things, but no one lauds me for that. What the hell? I should be paid for this. Is what your eyes see always real? You've stumped me there, but everyone says Fallen Seoul Street is quite eerie, so be extra careful there. I will. I'll head back to the station now, waiting for your good news. Okay. Case has been updated. Press tab to view. Well, I will say the environment's quite nice, at least. You know, it's not like knock it out of the ballpark, but I like it. It feels not stark. Little side street. I really was just passed out on the ground, I guess. For what reason? For what reason am I here? It's a loop. We cannot escape samsara. We have a diary. Clues, the case. Kwanhwa's cause of death. That's talking about the evidence we have. We don't have anything over here, so quite a bit to gather. Cause of death and body. But, selecting them doesn't do anything. Usual place for murderers in New York City subway waiting area. I hate to say it that it's true, but like I spent one overnight in New York City Port Authority, and that was enough to make me never want to sit in New York Port Authority for the rest of my life. That was scary. Holy moly. There was a lady that I just met that night, and we sat back to back and slept in shifts so that our stuff wouldn't be stolen and no one would like come up and harass us. Like, dude, New York is scary. New York really is like people say it is. It's true. It's not even an exaggeration. It's true. All right, Kwanhwa, 25 years old, a beer saleswoman at Gordina KTV, died at Chuanli Izakaya, operated by her boyfriend, Meng Hang. When found, we already talked about the evidence, initially suspected as electric shock. Her body mysteriously disappeared. So we have 5 potential suspects, one of which is Chiatan, a 10-year-old. We're suspecting the 10-year-old first. The first person to discover Kwanhwa. On the night of the incident, Chiatian was playing football on the street. When he found Kwanhwa lying on the ground at Chuanli Izakaya, he immediately ran to Sichuan sushi restaurant to inform the adults who were drinking there. Alright. Missing person. Don't have much to go on right now, it would seem. So I suppose I will follow the detective. But I am too curious for my own good. The game's not allowing me to be too curious for my own good. I'd like to lodge a formal complaint. Worst game of the year, 0 out of 10. Returning it on Steam. Beating it in under 2 hours and asking for a refund. I can't believe. Shift to run. I sure did run. That sure is me running. I'm such a deliberate run. Rats in New York City are also true. Panther, have you seen the articles about how the biome profile in New York City subways are evolving new strains of never before seen microbial life and bacteria in like the hundreds of thousands rates? Like, it's scary. Oh no, y'all haven't seen these articles. Pokey, pull up the articles. Pokey's my sauce man. Come on, Pokey, you gotta pull up the articles for the poor people here. Oh god, it's so scary. I was just about to tell you about the subways. Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad, team. As an autoimmune deficient person, right? I fear for my life at the prospect of going to New York City. I don't ever think that I would go onto the New York subway because I genuinely think I might end up hospitalized with something they won't be able to treat because it's been incubating. The goddamn T virus is down there, you know? Like, it's a bad time. Alright, I'm here, I'm queer, I'm ready to solve this case. I can't do anything without being taken away into cutscenes. Aren't you supposed to be dead? Hey baby girl, are you alive right now? Because, you know, come here often, or, you know, stuck here as a permanent grudge for eternity, I know where to return. The virus was formerly known as the British. T-virus? You mean Cheeby Tea? Join the Discord? Find my Yuri, buy my tea, find my pages. That's so funny. Oh my god, is Iki here? Wait. Wait. Oh no, are we saying hi to VOD Iki? We're saying hi to VOD Iki. Hi Iki. Read my Yuri. Iki reads Yuri. No worries, team. Quanhua. My body. My body. Are you Quanhua? Found my body. He wanted to turn me into a monster. A monster. Sure. Whatever you say, baby cake. Whatever you say. I do have to say, this type of street culture is, for me, an impeccable aesthetic. And the US has failed as a culture for not having, like, small shop street culture like this outside of extremely limited locations, so. Oh, can I go? Is this our izakaya in question? It doesn't give me any English translations when I hover over things, so I'm just guessing. I don't think it let me interact with anything else up to this point. Yeah. No, okay, we're good. Well, before we go in there, I'll go to the end of the street just to satiate my curiosity, because those are the rules. I don't make them. Well, actually, I do make the rules, but... Ooh. Hello. Horrifying and terrifying little orange boy. I'll take this with me. Damaged surveillance camera. I love it when children sing nursery rhymes to me in totally normal, non-synth washy and creepy way. Oh. Oh, wait, do you want this? Hold on, I think I figured it out. Do you want this? You're so welcome, bestie. I got a square. It goes in the square hole. I got a square hole for giving a child something in a non-creepy way. The letter O on the die is partially painted red. Good to know. Except that says O, and that is clearly an M, so... I think you're lying to me. I think you've given me faulty evidence. I've figured out everything. This game is lying to me. Another damaged surveillance camera. Chili cheese hash browns on pizza. What the fuck? Pause. What in the fuck are you talking about? What is that? Chili cheese hash browns on pizza? Listen, I play Scrandle, and that's egregious. Lunar needed a choice between pizza or hash browns. If you made it into a breakfast pizza, I wouldn't be mad, you know? Like, if you scrambled eggs and, like, had bacon bits and then you chopped up the hash browns, that'd be fine. Like, and then you top that onto the pizza. That's breakfast pizza. Even better if it's a white sauce pizza and doesn't have tomato sauce. If it's a white sauce pie and you make it into a breakfast pizza, that shit's fire. Have you ever had a dessert pizza? Yes, but dessert pizzas scare me. Not just because of calorie counts, but also because sugar is not my best friend. Sugar hates me with a burning passion. There's nothing at the end of the street, but we did get a dice from a suspicious child. So clearly this case is going great. Oh. Game saved. Oh, okay, that's a save? That's cool. I didn't know that. I would have loved a, you know, a more clear and obvious indicator that that was a save. But... Anything? No. Okay. Well, I have arrived. Damn. Nothing fancy happening, just because I got here. Heard that this store has good business, but I never expected the owner to put it up for sale. So the boyfriend was going to sell this place. It's got a little sushi conveyor, though. Man, I love sushi conveyors. I've been to a few of them now, and they're honestly some of the most fun that you can go out and have, in my opinion. If you're gonna go out and get a meal with some friends, go to a sushi conveyor. Way too good of a time. We have Dango in here. A note written by Menhang to Gauchi. Alright, we'll look in our inventory and see if there's anything else we can do with the evidence in a second. Another door. Dishes and plates. Seems that Gauji's daughter hasn't seen her mother in a long time. Oh, sad seal. The small and saddest seal. High season, a daughter's painting. Okay. So the daughter draws a lot. Well, the mom obviously cares about the daughter's drawings and shit if she's putting them up all over the izakaya. That's cute. But I wonder why she hasn't seen her mom in so long. What happened in this room between 2200 and 2245 yesterday? Okay. I can't read that, but that looks like a train line. Either that or it's a timeline of events that the other detectives have left here for us. Okay. Toggle. I see. Alright, so we can change clock. I will fuck with that later. Thing about New York subway's undiscovered microbe species. It was from 2015. Oh no. Yeah, they really do have the T-virus down in there. The plague shall spread is about to be Handmaiden's Tale or whatever it is. Oh, that's not even translated into English. Where's my Chinese speakers? Where's Grem? Where's Maddie? I need someone to translate this shit. Who here knows Mandarin? There's no key in the inventory. Well, that at least lets me know that it's probably saying the door is locked. So we need a key. My assumption, we do something with the clock and we're gonna get a key. So this is like step 1 of the puzzle. Let me open up my inventory. Can we combine these is the question that I have. We do have these clues. The business at Jihuan Sushi Restaurant has always been good, especially after Fallen Soul Street became a popular commercial street. The business became even more prosperous. However, Gaoji had intentions to cash out the shop at this time. Gaoji's daughter seems to have not seen her mother for a long time, and she drew her longing for her mother on paper. Note written by Men Hang to Gaoji was found on the counter. Men Hang had borrowed a ladder from Gaoji in the past. Okay. And a locked piece of evidence. Interesting. Let's go on. They did a follow-up study of 60 public transport systems around the world using over 900 volunteers and had very similar results to the NYC study. What we're learning is that subway systems are scary, and in a case where Metro becomes real, we're all fucked. We will become the sewer mutants. That's what'll happen. Lunar, I had a stroke trying to read that. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, can I prompt that text again? It said something like between 2200 hours. So that's 10 p.m. So I guess we can put it up at... Can I touch the hour hand? Do I have to do the minute hand? Do we have to live this life? Toggle. Toggle with mouse wheel. Mouse wheel is just moving the time, not the hour hand. Oh! Now, isn't that something? So we actually can snapshot this by the hour, probably. That's fun. Alright, so at the time, what did I set it to? I set it to, yeah, 10 p.m., I guess. I'm assuming it's 10 p.m. I mean, still dark outside in this, maybe? It's an izakaya, so it's not going to be open at 10 a.m., right? Like, so at 10 p.m., we have people in the shop. Everything looks kind of normal at this time, and then this is the girlie that died. So... Hey mom, was Xiao Wang well behaved today? What is he doing now? Okay, so she was on the phone. Just chilling. I can't interact with anyone else. Is the drawing here yet? Alright, maybe not. So 10 p.m. Let me change it to a little bit further. Does that... Okay. The increment might be too small. Nope, still not. It's still not doing anything. Damn! Okay. I'm not quite sure what the threshold is for the clock to actually change what's happening in the room. I'm moving it by 5 minutes because I am not interested in missing anything, so... I am sure that there's going to be small incremental windows that affect things. Were you in the room where it happened? God, I hope not. Not interested in that. There we go. Okay, cool. Investigate the parties again. So now we're at 10:40. So at 10:40, there was less people here. You were back here. Brother Gao, your daughter's really good at painting. When she grows up, she might become a painter. Okay. So that's Xia, I think. I don't know where the key went. I used a screwdriver to pry open the circuit breaker door. Okay. Stop smoking, come over here for a drink. Finally, the power is back. Timeline before the crime. So we have another clue under our belt here. Can I leave? And I guess I can't go out in the street. So she's gone. Our murder victim is not here at this time. Or if she is, she's at the very least not in this room. But I can't get in there yet, so... Events in 5 minutes? Okay. Shit's going down in real time. So the kid's here now. The 10-year-old. I should take a look quickly. Kuanhua fainted on the swing. Okay. Is there anything else that's changed in the room? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Am I a little bit silly for changing this in 5-minute increments? Perhaps. Perhaps I am. It's exactly what you all joined to watch, is me fiddling with some clock hands. Fiddling with my clock? I mean... Where's my clock fiddlers in chat? I think the child did it! Oh my god. Wait, it's the only culprit we have out of 5 potential culprits, and you think that the 10-year-old boy did it. If the 10-year-old boy did it, that's genuinely insane to me, honestly. I would be shocked. $6:30 a.m. Well, we're at least over halfway of checking all of the 5-minute increments so that I can quiet the voices of insanity inside of me that tell me that if I don't check all of the increments, we will miss something. We're at 12. So I do have a concern in me that it wants smaller than 5-minute increments. I really hope it doesn't want smaller than 5-minute increments. I would not be pleased about this information. This would ruin the Koi's mood. This really would. Because I'm all the way over at 1 again. And if I'm not mistaken, we started this investigation at 11. So I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna back out and check my evidence again and see. Yeah, nothing has changed. Not yet, unless I genuinely just need to keep going on the clock. I hope not. Let's look at our evidence, shall we? Have our clues. Cause of death. Left Sichuan sushi restaurant at 2200 after talking to her son on the phone. Timeline before the crime. 2240. Gaoji, unable to find the key to the electrical box, used a screwdriver to pry open the electrical box door. When the power was restored to the sushi restaurant, Gaoji was in the storeroom. Menhang was sitting at the bar drinking, and Xu Hui was standing at the store's entrance, smoking. Xia Shunxue was in Gaoji's daughter's small study. Okay. 2245. Xia Tian rushed into Jihuan sushi restaurant and told everyone that Quanhua had collapsed inside the Chuanli izakaya. Those are the only two pieces that we've found since beginning to muss about with the clock. Alright. I almost feel like the only thing to do is to keep moving forward on the clock, but it's a little... Like, if this is meant to be... Well, there are numbers here, so... Maybe I should have looked a bit closer at that. I was like, I can't read it, so obviously I can't do anything with it. Can you go to a different building? No. In fact, now that I'm in the izakaya, it won't let me leave. So we're here. We are here. So I'll check all of them. We'll go back to 2200, which is 10 p.m. We'll go back to 10 p.m. Okay. So this is 2200. Which does nothing for us. 2200 does nothing. So 2210 is here. And also does nothing for us. 2215. No. 2225, which is here. Okay. 2230. 2240. And then 2245. So they're all in like the 10 something range. Me hearing 24-hour clock format with a 12-hour clock in the game. Yeah, that's genuinely quite something that they're using like military time, but it's an analog clock. That is a decision for sure. So I think that we've gotten the pieces of time evidence that we are allowed to have already at this point. And I can't interact with anyone else. Like there is nothing else to do here. We already investigated the kid. And I don't think it's gonna let me use like items on people. Like there's... If I click on it, it spins the dice a little bit, which, you know. PMO for pissing me off. Maybe I'm missing something, but I feel like with what they have given me up until this point that I'm not really... At some point, wait a minute, at some point is, at what point was the door unlocked? Maybe the door was unlocked at one of these key, like, time points. We did get a clue about that. Let's see. 2240. Unable to find the key to the electrical box, he used a screwdriver to pry open the electrical box door. When the power was restored to the sushi restaurant, Gaoji was in the storeroom, Menheng was sitting in the bar drinking. So is this door open now? It doesn't even let me interact with the door, though. So... 2240. I wonder if I pushed the clock too far. I really hope I didn't push the clock too far by sending it one full rotation forward, because I was trying to hunt for secrets. I might have broken the game already. Like, yeah. I was warned. I was warned that this game would be buggy. And it is possible that I have fucked this up already. Let me check my cheeky little walkthrough. Oh, in my walkthrough, the guy went into like a different place first. Like before this izakaya. How did that happen? So there was some other place that we could have gone first, but I guess order probably doesn't matter. Let's see. Oh, so bro homie comes in here with so much more evidence because he went somewhere else first. And that lets you unlock more things on the clock. Wait, how can I leave then? Can I even leave? This is the first building that looked readily available to be walked into. He's doing a bunch of shenanigans with the clock that I can't do because I don't have the evidence to do so. Which does make me wonder whether or not I'm trapped in here, actually. And I dead-ended myself into this space. That is a fear that I now have. Let me go back to 11. That's here. That didn't change anything. Okay, I have a deep-seated suspicion. We're gonna go all the way back around. Oh my god, I did it! Oh, I fixed it! I fixed it! Holy shit, I fixed it! Okay, wait, can I leave? Please let me out! It won't let me out. Alright, I went all the way back to when she was still here. That's good to know. Is this open now? Can I do this? I think I just pulled too many shenanigans. I pulled too many shenanigans going all the way around the clock. That's insane. That is nuts to me that it's not bound to just a fixed point on the clock. Like, it actually has spillover time, so if you go through the 12-hour rotation more than once, it doesn't identify the key points anymore. Hold on. This is 10 p.m. So this is 2200. Let's go to 2210. Oh my god. Eh? Nothing has changed. Alright. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. 2215, which is here. Still nothing. It's fine. 2230. Oh, actually 25 and 30. Nothing has changed. Fear? Fear in my heart. $22.40 and $22.45. Now I really am confused. What have we done? What have we done? So, I'm gonna try something real fast. Hold on. Because the only thing we did when we got in there... Oh, thank God. Okay. The only thing we did after we got inside the store was we found the 2 pieces of time evidence and a couple of things inside the izakaya proper. So I'm not losing much. I now know that I should not screw with the clock. That's the lesson that we've learned. Holy shit. Apparently... there are other places that you can go into first, is what I'm learning. Do I have the dice? I do have the dice. Wonderful. Somehow, someway, I missed another entrance. Not going in there. We are not going in there. That is a trap. That is a lie. I fucking saw that. Okay. In here. In here. We're going in here first. Good God. I didn't realize I'd be trapped in there for all eternity. This is apparently the place you're supposed to go into first. But, I don't know. Like, oh, I can't leave. They're all death traps. They're all death traps all the way through. The fact that you can't leave once you enter the building is insane to me. Because I have like 3 different walkthroughs pulled up. I looked through a bunch of different shit. And every single one of them go to this place first. So that feels like bad luck on my part, honestly. V to use lighter. Ooh. Fun. I can light candles. Oh, I just realized something. I might have just ADHD brain started lighting those candles. That probably needs to be lit in like a specific order or something. Or listen, I'm already ruining it. This game has too much error margin for someone like me who's like, oh, you're gonna let me do something? Then I'm gonna go and do it. This mirror looks like a door. Maybe there's a way to open it. Just do it right, forehead! No, what if I just want to touch it first and then I can do it right later? Let me feel it in my hands. That's locked. And then I will do the right thing later. Okay, we have a lighter. We have a scary mirror. We haven't necessarily been given any cause to believe there's a pattern here. I don't know. Piece of evidence 1. Damaged power socket with a black edge, likely caused by an electrical shock. And this is the spill? Yeah, spilled alcohol leaving traces on the ground. So this is where she died. This is where she died. There's the electrical outlet, there's the spill. They seem rather far from each other for this to genuinely be cause of death. If you ask me, that's like a several foot, 2-foot clearance. I will light everything up. Oh. One of them is going out when I do that. Oh, you can blow it out, but the lighter has to be out to blow the candles out. That's good to know. There is something I probably need to interact with that changes the state of the shop somehow. Is there like a reflection in this mirror that shows the candles? No. Okay. Well, we have lights, at least. There can't be a puzzle if you eat it! So true, bestie. This is still completely- ooh, I see that. Hell yeah. Alright, we found hidden button and creepy hallway. What's this? The switch is broken. Well, I sure hope I'm not leaving anything important in here, because it looks like I'm leaving. Oh, wait. Is that a phone on the floor? It is a phone. Oh, this must be her phone. Yeah, Kwanhwa's phone. Okay. New evidence acquired. So we got the phone. Kwanhwa's chat records. There are chat records on Kwanhwa's phone with her best friend. Kwanhwa mentioned that she'd been feeling dizzy lately, and her friend suggested it was due to low blood sugar from not eating. Kwanhwa said she had been eating normally during this weight loss period, except for taking a specific weight loss pill. Okay. Power socket is already damaged. It can't be determined whether or not it was tampered with. The overturned bottle on the table spilled liquor all over the floor. Alright. It's your fault. Clearly the real culprit is the liquor bottle. The liquor bottle committed the crime. That's so cool of you. I love that. So anyways. They blamed the waitress. Hold on. It won't let me back out. Cool, we're in here with it now. And that, apparently. That's so crazy. What is this strange thing? Sir, that's clearly a cancerous brain and a pair of eyes. Is there anything I can do with it, is the question. Do I have to lead you back here to the brain? So that you eat the brain? You should eat the brain. Not my brain. That thing's brain. I love what you've done with the place. A lot of, strawberry jam type beat. Hello, triple-headed child. Not intimidating at all. No items. Bunny. I want Bunny to play with me. She probably wants me to catch a bunny for her. You! Fucking rat of a rabbit. I my inventory. Oh my god. Bro disappeared. Get yoinked, idiot. Get absolutely snatched. Bunny. I want Bunny to play with me. Well, I have Bunny. Can you just take it? Take the thing. Take the thing. Take it from me. I don't really want... I'm sorry. I think I missed the memo. In what world is this a rabbit? Someone make the meme. What is it? What is it? Is this a rabbit? Oh my god. Why are you here? Who invited you? Who invited you? I don't understand. I don't. How do I give them? Oh, you have to right click and hold the inventory. Okay, cool. Here, take this. Take the bunny. Thank you. You're so welcome, bestie. I can't believe you disappear on a homie like that. Oh shit, that was actually a footprint? Don't laugh at me. I didn't think it was a footprint when I first saw it. VOD thumbnail unlocked. It's so stupid. A footprint for all you footprint enjoyers in chat. I know you're here. I know it in my heart and soul. I want to do something with that brain, but well, oh, hold on. Maybe I can use one of my inventory items on it. I didn't realize I could do that. That was the first time I used something actively from my inventory. So maybe if I hold right click on it, it'll give me an option to like fuck with it and find out. Nope. 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 It's a surprise tool that will help us later, you know? Have your streams been hornier since you got back from being sick? It's almost like when I'm not sick, the baseline level of libido rises back up to the normal level. Intimidating tunnel. Is this a Signalis reference? Your streams have gotten less unhinged. So true, bestie. I did used to be more unhinged than this. I have since dialed it back because I was like, you know what? That's kind of exhausting. Things used to go wild, yo. Yeah, Pokey was there for it. Please, may I present the Penumbra stream? Oh, wait, the Wobble Dog stream was really good too, I'm not gonna lie. I did like the Wobble Dog stream. It won't let me... Never mind, it does let me use the lighter. You know, professionally speaking, as an architect, I think that I have questions about these structural decisions. Many questions, in fact. Can I investigate anything? No, it's just an evil and intimidating tunnel. Do I have to use the ladder? No, there's no fall damage. Wonderful. Let me go break my ankles in peace. This underground passage leads in all directions. It seems I need to spend some time exploring them one by one. Ugh! What in the goddamn? I honestly... Homies on the ground are moving at a frame rate of like 10 FPS. So I don't know what to say to all that, but what is it, rats? It looks like bugs. I will revisit you at a later juncture because you're killing me. And believe it or not, I'm not that much of a fan of that. Oh, we're really in the fucking trenches now. Okay. Maybe I was playing Penumbra after all. Maybe I never actually left. Maybe I've been playing Penumbra this whole time. Why did you give me an autosave? Why is there an autosave? For what purpose have you deemed an autosave necessary? And where did this bring you back to me? 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I have to finish Penumbra or I'm gonna get killed by Mr. Whiskers. I love cracks in reality. Cracks in reality are my favorite thing. I love how the music is popping off like I'm being chased by something, but I really don't feel that anxious about it. You know, you didn't really have to do that. I did help you out earlier. This child just pushed me off a ladder. I should push charges is what I should do. I don't think she's gonna let me go that way, unfortunately. Oh, it's blocked off even. Alright, I didn't notice that. The music dissonance is so insane. There's so much happening with the music, honestly. It's not entirely sure what it wants to do. I might have to go back into the killer 10 frames bugs. Shrimp is bugs. Gas mask usage. Is that what that was? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't see that earlier. Creatures of this tunnel seem to be afraid of steam. Maybe they can use it to drive away monsters. That's news to me, but I will remember that this is here. Steam another dog! I can't kill things with the steam. I can only scare things. Or I would steam another dog. Steaming another dog is an option on the menu in my heart. Sadly, I think it is only in my heart. I told you, we were playing Penumbra the whole time. We actually never stopped playing Penumbra. Alright. Alright. Alright, alright. We have the quintessential classic torn up doll. I'm stealing your Lego. You're chill with that, right? Cool, good to know. Love that for you. Please excuse me. I have things to do with your Lego. This is sploopified Penumbra. I'm waiting for it to, like, chase me. I'm quite certain that it's gonna chase me. No, I think we're good, actually. Here, I'll just do that again for good measure. What is this? Detached switch. This fallen switch might have another use. So I wonder if it lets me back out. Because the door we came through, the mirror door that we came through to get down here, it said that the switch was broken all the way back there. But I'm gonna see what's over here first. Alright. I'm finding all sorts of goodies down here. An unlimited amount of Penumbra references. Okay. I don't think that was a Penumbra reference. Oh. Brother, I am using the run. Look, get steamed, idiot. There seems to be something in this monster's lair. Did I need to lure it out and scare it so that I can go back to where it is? Because if it's gonna chase me again, I really don't want to go that way. Oh, it's gone! It actually is gone! Okay, that worked. Wonderful. I was concerned that I was gonna just biff it because my health hasn't regenerated yet, but it's good to know that it's gone. Okay. A letter written by Wu Ji to Gao Ji. Okay. Well, I would like to take it. Letters don't do that. Letters don't do that. The letter's horny. If that's how you sound when you're horny, I don't know what to do other than suggest that you get professional assistance. Seek help. Y'all, how long to beat was like the game will take between 2 to 4 hours, but between soft locking myself at the start and this being like an absolute insanity. Wait, are the bugs gone? Why are the bugs gone? I didn't even do anything to the bugs. They're just not here anymore. I completely missed that because they just decided to not be around when I came back down this passage. Alright, well, I mean, I have a flip switch, so... Even I take my meds. Are my friends gone? Where did my friends disappear to? Alright. Yes, this is the maximum speed at which I can move through this tunnel, by the way, in case you're curious. Alright, cool. I am so glad that they at least had the courtesy to not give me a sprint bar. You're still hanging out. Love that for you. Big-brained individual. Alright, take my switch. Oh, it saved my game too. How nice. So that was something. that was something. Have conditions changed in here? Not really. Okay. I see. It is definitely a mirror puzzle. Okay. That one just stays lit. I don't know. I don't know. Forgot how good Dr. Pepper tastes. It's almost like Dr. Pepper is the pinnacle of human engineered flavors. That flavor does not exist in nature. We made that. We made that. Love, laugh, live, Dr. Pepper. Beautiful. Look, it's y'all. It's my fishes. It's my koi buns. Amazing. We apparently only have 3 out of 9 pieces of evidence here, so there's definitely more, like, puzzle-related stuff. But I don't have anything in my inventory that I can use anymore. It's not proccing any other interactions. I'm assuming it means the stuff back in the tunnel. And that there's more in here for me to get and use. But I can't really do anything right now because of the far end of the tunnel being blocked off. It looks like it comes out under like a manhole or something like that. But the manhole's closed. My concern is that I needed to actually try to interact with the manhole instead of shoving my face into it and getting pushed off the ladder. And if that... This is the sort of game that would do that. We'll be fast. We'll quickly. We'll do it really quickly. We'll go and look. Oh my god, what? I hate it here. I hate being right. I hate being right. I hate being right. I hate it so much. Don't laugh at me. I figured it out. Battery added to inventory. Aim the toy using the battery via right click. Okay. Here you go. Yeah? Sure, if you say so. What do you think about that? Is this proof enough to you that I'm an investigator? Oh, I see. It's a distraction. I really hope that the battery doesn't run out. I think this is just tunnel simulator. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think the average small town in semi-rural China has catacombs like this, spider webbing underneath it. So... What do you... Okay, is there something I can use here? No. Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. Let's see. A letter written by Wuji to Gaoji was found in the secret passage. In this letter, Wuji expressed that she couldn't hold a grudge against Gaoji. In a complex and contradictory state of mind, Wuji decided to leave all her assets to Gaoji and their daughter, and chose to go far away. Alright. Not sure how that's relevant yet to our clues. Slightly upset that I came all the way up here and the door is simply locked. But maybe there's something additional I need to do in this hallway. I mean, I got her to stop moving. So I assumed it was so that I could pass because she, like, runs in your way. But I didn't even try to do that, so... Hello. Sounds good. It's really nice singing. Sob, sob, sob. This is for you. Thanks. I appreciate you. You can quit that. I think we're good, brother. So... If that dice lets this door open, I'm gonna be a little... I have a deep-seated feeling in my bones that this is gonna end up being a two-stream kind of game. It's still locked! It's still locked! I'm gonna krill. Town I went to college in rural Ohio literally did have catacombs under it like this. Holy shit! For what? Was there a reason? Was it like a historic campus or something? Alright. I don't know what to do with the crack in the wall either, or if I even can. This is very important information, Vice. I need to know whether or not your school has a history of black market dealings. Not as a Koiyakuza boss or anything, it's just personal curiosity. Smiles. I surely am not seeking to capitalize on a potential business venture. Is there an 89 on these boxes? Can I burn these? What does 89 mean? Flammable! I don't know, bro. You won't let me burn it! Flammable. We also had a mummy on campus, but that was unrelated. Dog, what kind of goofy-ass school did you go to? Oh, that's different. Alright, you're still here. Can I interact with you? You're so cool for that. Like... Let me see. Yeah, something or other. I can't pick up anything here, sadly. It doesn't let me interact with anything, so... Maybe I have to turn my light out. Are you gonna kill me if I do this? You know, when you make those noises in the dark, it can really give the wrong impression. I don't think I can do anything over their team. all I have is these 3 dice. All I have is these 3 contradictory dice because it's a dice with an O but actually an M, a dice with an A and legitimately an A, and a dice with a U that is also a U. So the O is a lie. Why is it an M? And why is it so much smaller than the other 2? I have questions. It's a surprise tool that'll help us in the investigation later. Stop body shaming the dice! What do you mean? It's the perfect shape. Everything goes in the square hole. $3 dice is all I can spare you. I'm gonna cry. We'll leave. We'll leave and go back over to the izakaya. I think that we've probably found everything that we can find here for now. If it sends me all the way back down this tunnel purely to open the door at the far end, I'm only gonna be slightly annoyed. We're about to see a new form of dice. Curvy dice. Those exist. And you won. Let me out. I don't like it in here. I don't want to do this no more. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. What if I just light these ones? What about this? Okay, that's not open yet either. Curious to see if there's any false walls in here, but I don't think so. I'm so convinced that at some point there's going to be an environmental puzzle that's related to like numbers of things or the order of things on shelves. But at least at first pass, it doesn't look to be something that obvious. But I do have a lot more evidence than I started with last time. This game hates me. This game wants me to suffer. This game wants to hurt my feelings. So we're stuck in here until we do something else. The only thing that comes to mind is it's gotta be like this mirror puzzle. Maybe you're just kind of meant to like brute force the candle. It only lets me light 2 of these ones, and then it takes out the third one, so 1, 2... Maybe I can make it match. That's not doing anything. That's also... not doing anything. Maybe? Oh. Wait. Maybe there's an order then. Hold on. Yeah? Oh my god, there was an order. Okay. Inference of the killer's modus operandi. We got 2 more clues. 5 out of 9 clues. There seems to be a sound of keys falling to the ground at the door. I don't know about you, but that's not a key. That's a whole man. That is an entire man. At least we got the chalk line of her body now. Right, that is a lot closer to the outlet, but even still, the liquor spill isn't touching the outlet, so I have my doubts on what's happening here. Alright, if someone wanted to create the illusion of Kwanhua being accidentally electrocuted, they had to ensure that they were unharmed while electrocuting her. The killer could have tampered with the electrical socket in the Chuanli izakaya, causing it to leak electricity, resulting in Kwanhua's accidental electrocution. Okay, well, do you have a key for me? I'm the detective in charge of investigating the Kwanhua case. Who are you? I'm Men Hang, the owner of this izakaya. I saw the light outside the house, so I came in. I have a few questions to ask you. Oh, okay, this is progress. Were there any missing items after the murder occurred? Let me think. I don't know if this counts, but there's an incense box missing from the counter. What does the box look like? It's just a red box. Very ordinary. Kwanhua bought it. Okay. What is Kwanhua's profession? Kwanhua sells alcohol in the bar and has a wide social circle. Her phone has a battery issue and it doesn't last long, so she always charges it while talking. She has a child with her ex-boyfriend named Quan Wang, who's 6 years old now, and she left him with her parents to take care of. Okay. Did Kwanhua ever have a grudge with someone? Kwanhua's relationships are a bit complicated because she met some thugs while selling alcohol in the bar. Half a year ago, I got into a fight with these thugs in my store, and they ate and drank for free and even fought with them. I got injured and had to be hospitalized. If it weren't for Zhu Shi stepping in to help, I might have been beaten to death by this gang of thugs. Speaking of Zhu Shi, he's a good guy. Don't be fooled by his usual demeanor. He's got some courage when it matters. When Kwanhua found out I was beaten, she had a big argument with these people. Since then, this gang of thugs hasn't caused trouble in my store, but as far as I know, Kwanhua still has contact with them. Okay. How is your relationship with Kwanhua? It's good. Kwanhua is so pretty. I must have saved the galaxy in my past life to have her as my girlfriend in this life. So real, bestie. Speaking in the present tense is really crazy, though. To be honest, I've been dating Kwanhua for a year, and I haven't even argued with her. I was planning to propose to her on my birthday, but I didn't... Ah, my flower, why did you have to die? Bro. GG, brother. Gaoji has an honest and kind face and is beloved by women. People even call him friend of women. If it weren't for his wife, Wuji's strict discipline, she would make him kneel on a durian fruit whenever they had an argument. He would definitely have an affair. Okay, so he's like a womanizing type figure. Like, Wuji is a well-known fierce woman on this street, and she controls the family's finances. I heard she likes to gamble on stones, and Gaoji used the money he earned in his sushi restaurant to gamble on stones, losing everything. Kwanhua and Gaoji get along well. Kwanhua sells alcohol, and Gaoji's sushi restaurant gets its beer from her. So everyone on this street, like all of their business practices, are fully interconnected, which is quite interesting. That's all my questions. Why did you have to die? I'm sorry, brother. Okay, well, it's gonna let me leave now, which is nice. I guess that means I've done enough to move on, so we can- No, I can't! God damn it! I swear. Alright, wait. A sound of a key falling. Does that mean- does this open now? I hate it here. Can you give me a key? Whoa, brother. You didn't have to move like that. You didn't have to spin around like that. You look at this, like, whoop. I shared some mummy facts for you. Pog, I will look after stream. This is very exciting. Sound of it. Or was it just him opening the door? It might have just been him opening the door. Would you like to spend some time in the dark with me? No one else is here. Tell me what you know. Gay, homosexual, gay. Crazy, my guy. I don't see any more puzzles or anything that seems like an obvious puzzle here. But we still need 4 more pieces of evidence somehow. Wait a minute. There was a key that fell on the floor. That's crazy that it said it fell by the door and then it shoved it all the way over in the corner and hit it. That is crazy to me. Here, key that we can use to unlock the door. This better be the door. Menhang's room door unlocked. Wonderful. Alright, cool. Now we're in business. Very cash money. Okay. Cute little, like, fire room. Oh, hello. It's a hidden picture in the collection featuring a naked photo of Gaoji and Kwanhua. Okay, you can have it back, my guy. I don't need that. That's actually not a piece of, it's not a piece of evidence that I need, actually. You can have that. Menhang is seriously ill and needs surgery, which will cost about 200,000. Oh shit. What is this, the US? Kwanhua recorded every expenditure for Menhang in his notebook. The total cost was 217,809 yuan. Fuck. Safe! Heh. So is it only 3 numbers? No, okay. That is potentially a lot more than 3 numbers. Physics. 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 Give me this. Menheng has recently contacted many people voluntarily. Okay. Can I take the phone? No. Okay. That's fine. Is there anything else I can look in this book besides the nudes? Okay, cool. Previous page, next page. They're all snakes. I love that. Oh, it didn't give me the clue until I actually scrolled to the photo. Wait, that's like, it's not even that bad of a candid photo. That was not explicit. It's fine. It had me sweating there for a second. I was like, am I gonna have to cut this out of the VOD? Perks of streaming to Discord is if like some sudden nudity shows up, I don't have to like immediately nuke stream and scream, but still. Oh, there's more of these, okay. Empty drawers, my beloved. Oh, I'm stealing your credit card. It was found that Meng Huang's bank card only had 30,000 won. Okay. Give me your funny credit card numbers. 8 out of 9 pieces of evidence. I am sure that the last piece of evidence is in the safe somehow. There might be a clue around the room in regards to the safe code. I wonder if it has something to do with the snakes. This is purely me theorizing. Although I'm not quite sure what sort of pattern would emerge. That's actually a number. How many snakes on here? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 snakes and then like a picture of them. I don't know how many digits the safe needs yet. Let's look at all the evidence that we just picked up and see if there's any numbers in here. This is about Gaoji's relationships. During the investigation, it was discovered there were nude photos of Quanhua and Gaoji in bed. This is a crucial piece of evidence that needs to be immediately discussed with Gaoji and Menheng. Yeah, cheating happening. According to Menheng's confession, everything else in the Chuanli izakaya was intact after Quanhua's death, except for a red perfume box that she had purchased. I haven't even seen that yet. There's a part of me that wants to put in 217809. Purely because it's a number combination that it gives us. That collection is cursed. The mummy was the only thing that survived. Wait, is there context to the mummy at Vice's school? Was there like a loss of precious artifacts at some point and like a fire? It's crazy. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back to those numbers real fast. Oh, we also have the medical records. It's giving me an exclamation point. Synthesize. Okay, hold on. Maybe this is the combination. E-select. Okay. And then I can synthesize it with other things. So, C. Synthesize, or do I select again? And then once you have multiple pieces selected, you can synthesize? No. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else that has a marker on it. So, Gaoji's secret relationship has a mark, and so does Meng Heng's medical records and the ledger. Medical records and the ledger probably get combined, I would say. Synthesize. Unless it wants all 3 of them. C is not doing anything, team. Alright, let's take it from the top here and figure out what it actually wants for us. Menheng is seriously ill. His condition, pheochromocytoma, causes secondary hypertension, and patients can be treated with clonidine for moderate to severe hypertension. Okay. Menheng's ledger. Every expense Quanhua incurred was recorded by Menheng. It ranged from 30,000 won to as little as 50 won, including the money spent on the hooligans' free meals and the medical expenses for Menheng's injuries caused by the hooligans and his hospitalization. Up to now, Menheng has spent a total of 217,809 won on Quanhua. Okay. I feel like maybe this one along with the... Let's just select this one. E. I'm not sure how the synthesize process works, or if I'm prompting it correctly. I am hoping that I am. I don't think it lets me cross-select between different suspects. That is what we are learning here, is that I have all these exclamation points, but it's not letting me synthesize, like, Gaoji's secret relationship with the evidence that I have about Meng Hang. Unless I am simply not doing this properly. But it hasn't tutorialized any of this. Yeah, this is a hard one. Hold on, let me go see if, what people do in the walkthrough. Let me go check and see if there's something I'm doing wrong. That's my concern. Is there really... He really doesn't have anything to say about... Solicit? Wait, that was not an option before. Solicit. Oh! So why... Okay, new dialogue choices are hidden behind a second option than... besides talking to them. I'm rubbing my eyes. I'm rubbing my eyes for real. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, so we can talk to him about 3 new things. Gaoji's secret relationship with Quan Ha. Seems you already know that Quan Hua and Gaoji had an affair. Damn, how did I forget to burn it? So you were angry and killed Quan Hua because of this. Don't make baseless accusations. I didn't kill her. I wouldn't dirty my hands for a woman like her. So you didn't take any action. I suggested breaking up with her, but she demanded a hefty breakup fee. You can do that? If I didn't give her the money, she refused to leave. I was afraid that if I pushed her too hard, her friends would do something unfavorable to my store, so I tolerated her. Okay. Meng Hang's ledger. Why are you laughing? Even keeping accounts in relationships. What's wrong with keeping accounts? Without keeping accounts, how would I know that she spent so much of my money? If one day I become a pauper, at least I'll know where my money went. If you break up, do you still plan to ask her to return the money to you? What's the use of talking about this now? She's already dead, and I still have to spend the money to buy paper money for her. Okay. Has Quan Ha been feeling unwell recently? Yeah, she said she often felt dizzy, and I told her it was probably due to dieting. Where is Quan Ha's diet pill? That... I didn't pay attention. I don't know where she kept it. Okay. So that... I wonder if it's in the safe. I wonder if it's gonna be... I mean, I doubt that it would be in the safe. I don't know why you would keep your diet pills in a safe, but... At least we got new dialogue with him, but I don't know if that gives us more clues to synthesize. Alright. It does! Whereabouts are the diet pills? Meng Hang claims he never saw Quan Hua's weight loss pills. I'm gonna test my theory. I'm sitting and thinking about it, but the only thing that we have that's like an actual numeral is the amount of money that Meng Hang has spent on Quan Hua. 217,809. So 217,809. Let's just give it a try. Let's just... Oh my god, it was the answer. Let's go! Give this to me. A paper box containing a large amount of cash, totaling 100,000 yen. Whoa. Okay. Oh, and that's so intimidating of you to appear here like that. Why you gotta stand in the default pose like that, my guy? It's a little, not very cash money of you. Solicit. Money hidden in the safe. You're looking at this money in shock, and it must have an interesting backstory. Tell me, what's the story behind this 100,000 won? I found the diet pills! Yeah, it was the money all along. She was eating the money. How would I know? This money? It's not mine. It's not yours. Then it belongs to Quan Hua? It's not Quan Hua's either. This is my safe. How could Kwanhua's money be in my safe? So it's not yours, and it's not Kwanhua's. Did this money magically appear? You're full of lies. When I find evidence, let's see how you try to evade. Okay. So I have all of the evidence in this location, which means that I can leave. Right? Oh my god, I can leave. There's nothing else to talk to him about. Alright, we did it. We did it. We got all the evidence that we needed, which means that we're entering the izakaya over here with better tools. Better tools than we had before. Alright, let's find everything that we found last time. And now we can do clock shenanigans. So, we set it to 2200. Nice. I learned my lesson. We'll not fuck with the clock too much. Alright. We're getting the before the crime occurred clues really quickly. So 2210, which has nothing. 2215, which has nothing. 25. There you go. Oh, okay. So this, we didn't get this before. Getting this interaction must have been dependent on some of the other clues that we've gotten. That's interesting. Zuhui, I ran into Xiatian at the public restroom entrance, and the kid plays soccer quite well. Okay. So Meng Hang was here in the izakaya at 10:25. Okay, let's go to 2230. Investigate parties. Let's see. Yeah, again, this is different. This is so fucked up. I can't believe. Xiashu and Shi. Brother Gao, the sushi restaurant has had several power outages recently, right? You should find a professional electrician to check it through thoroughly. Okay. Shui, you're the one making a big deal out of this. We were drinking just fine, but you insisted on boiling water for tea and caused a power outage. Those damn breakers. One teapot is what did it. Brother Gao, I'll take a look tomorrow. It's not a good thing to have frequent power outages. Okay. Normal information. Normal information. It was a strong batch of tea. It was the strongest electric tea kettle ever. Gaoji. I remember the key to the electric meter box was placed here, but I can't find it now. I had to use a screwdriver to pry open the circuit breaker door. Is there a circuit breaker back here? I guess not. Okay. Just wanted to double check. Okay. So this is all to be expected Sasuga type shit. We'll go to 2240 then. Investigate the parties. Alright. This is the one that we got before. So this is the other piece of time evidence that we got last time. Stop smoking, come over for a drink. Finally the power is back, so it took about like 15-20 minutes, something like that. She's admiring the paintings. Alright, I don't know where the key went. And the last time check should be 2245. Damn, yeah, I really didn't want to come in here first. Dude, coming in here first was such a bad move, and I didn't even know. Fucked up that they did not explain that. Alright, and then Xiatian showed up, yeah. Hua fainted on the swing. That is every, as far as I can tell, key piece of time evidence off of the timeline that we're given there by the investigation team. So, there are two more mystery ones here that leads me to believe that there could be more time evidence. We have 9 out of 14 pieces of evidence for the case so far. Alright, let me see. 2200, Quanhua left Sihuan's sushi restaurant after talking to her son on the phone. Gaoji, Menheng, Suhui, and Xia Xunshui were drinking and chatting inside the sushi restaurant. At 22:25, Menheng and Xia Xunshui met on the street and returned to the sushi restaurant together. The four of them then continued drinking and chatting. Xu Hui at 2230 got up to make tea and turned on the power switch, suddenly causing a blackout in the sushi restaurant. At 2240, Gaoji, unable to find the key to the electrical box, used a screwdriver to pry open the electrical box door. When the power was restored to the sushi restaurant, Gaoji was in the storeroom, Meng Heng was sitting at the bar drinking, Xu Hui was standing at the store's entrance smoking, and Xia Xunshui was in Gaoji's daughter's small study. At 22:45, Xia Tian rushed into Jihuan sushi restaurant and told everyone that Quanhua had collapsed inside the Huanli izakaya. Drinking and chatting, something's fishy. Yeah, it's the sushi. We're in a sushi izakaya. Use your brain, Saya. Use your thinker thingy. It's the real fishiness was me. Glub glub, she whispered softly. Or something like that, for those that know and have cursed ancient knowledge. So there is more evidence to be had, though. Oh, wait, this is here now. Wait, was this here last time? Was that robot here last time? I don't remember that robot being here last time, and I don't like the fact that it is here. And then she left. And the rest of them were still here drinking and eating. Oh, I missed this. I'm sorry, I just saw an order. Please wait a moment. I'll go back to the store and cooked noodles. Xia Shui. So she works at like one of the local restaurants on this street. And so she got called away then to go work at some point. That was a piece of time evidence that I missed, and I did not realize. Interesting. Whoa! You guys go ahead and drink, I'll use the restroom. Get a clue. Trigger for the killer's actions. How interesting for you to enter the room when I get that piece of evidence. How interesting. How not suspicious at all for you to stand and look at me like that. How not suspicious in the very least. How you doing? Gaoji. Who are you? How did you get in? Where am I? I'm from ancient Greece. I'm the detective in charge of investigating the Quanhua murder case. Are you Gaoji? I'm Gaoji. What were you doing sneakily in the house? I was organizing the warehouse. Organizing the warehouse? I don't think it's that simple. I'll check your warehouse later. Now answer a few questions for me. Okay. Was there a power outage before the incident occurred? Yes. The power was off for about 10 minutes. The key to the electrical meter box was missing, so I used a screwdriver to pry it open. What kind of key? Did you find it later? It was a small red key. I forgot about it after Quanhua's incident. Okay. Did the sushi restaurant experience power outages before? The power had gone out twice in the past month, and Xu Hui from the property management company came to check, but he couldn't find any problems, even after checking for a long time. I didn't think it was a big deal, so I didn't pay attention to it anymore. Okay. Why do you say Quanhua died from electrocution? It was Meng Heng who mentioned it. He studied electrical engineering at a technical school before he opened his shop. He also worked as an electrician in a few small renovation companies before opening the shop. He said that the mark on Quanhua's left foot was an electrical burn mark, and people who died of electric shock often have such marks. I saw that mark and it was quite large. Meng Heng had come into contact with Quanhua's body before. He said he'd gotten a shock when he touched the body. Okay. What's the relationship between Kwanhua and Meng Hang? I've known Meng Hang for over 3 years. He's a person who appears warm and helpful on the surface, but once you get to know him well, you'll find that he's quite calculating. Kwanhua and he seemed to get along quite well on the surface, always laughing and showing affection, so she died quickly. That is a statement. That might be a translation statement, I'm not gonna lie. Kwanhua was good at socializing and her relationships with everyone on the street were good. Xia is introverted and doesn't socialize much. It seems that their relationship had become closer in the past 2 months, though. Because of Kwanhua, Xia Shunxi gradually became more acquainted with everyone and talked more than before. But after chatting with her for a few minutes, I found that there was something wrong with her nerves. For example, when everyone was chatting, she would suddenly say 1 or 2 sentences that are inexplicable, and sometimes she would scream like she was frightened by something. In short, it's quite stressful to be with her. Okay. That's all my questions for now. Kwanhua was a nice person. It's a pity she died like this. The just married shirt is so funny to me. I don't know why. Wait, you have a tattoo? I wish I could read that. I wish I could read that. Oh, man. Where's Maddie and Graham when you need them? I swear to God. What does that say? I need to know. The curiosity in me. So I'm gonna go investigate your warehouse. Wait, I can solicit you already, though, so hold on. Gaoji's secret relationship with Kwanhua and the shop cash out. Does your wife know about your extramarital affair with Kwanhua? I didn't have an extramarital affair with her. Take a look at this photo. What else can you argue? I didn't have an extramarital affair with her. She was the one extorting me. At first, I really thought that she was interested in me, but I didn't expect that after we slept together that she would take pictures and use them to blackmail me, forcing me to pay her for those photos. I asked her, aren't you afraid I'll show these photos to Meng Hang? That vixen just laughed when I asked that. She said she didn't care at all. If Meng Hang found out, it would be the same as everyone on Falling Soul Street knowing, and then my daughter would know too, and it would be a perfect way for her to find out what kind of person her father is. Truly the most malicious woman. She could be shameless and reckless, but I couldn't. I still have to live as a person, and in the end, she extorted me 4 times, and I paid her a total of 70,000 won. If I had known that she had such intentions, I wouldn't have dared to look at her, let alone sleep with her. Okay, alright. And the cash out. Why did you decide to cash out the sushi restaurant? In the past year, Falling Soul Street has become very unsafe, especially at night. I often hear strange noises, squeaking and creaking. What kind of strange noises? Where do they come from? Sometimes they're far away, sometimes very close. Sometimes it feels like they're in this room. The sounds are also eerie, sometimes hissing, like a snake sticking out its long tongue, and sometimes sharp giggles like a child's laughter. Also, on my birthday, my daughter gave me a gift, 2 rabbits. I originally locked them in the storeroom, but one of them disappeared for no reason. Was that the rabbit that we found in the back rooms? That is my question, is we found the demon rabbit. Yesterday, Kwanhua died, and her body disappeared right in front of all of us, and this convinced me that there must be something strange on Falling Soul Street. For the sake of my daughter, I have to leave this place. Okay. Well, he doesn't seem like an awful person. Honestly. Low-key kind of a victim of circumstance, at least at surface read. Oh! Oh, those are totally the doors from the tunnels. Hell yeah. So I guess, oh my god, the other rabbit's here. So I think I have your answer, my guy, is that you have a portal to hell in your storeroom. Oh, and he's got a safe. Okay. He's got a safe. I'll have to check that out. Flashlight, very pog. F to use the flashlight. Wonderful. We have a lighter and a flashlight now. We can make all sorts of oh, why did you move like that? Scary ass motherfucker. Jesus. Alright, I have to check all my evidence real fast and see, yeah, that's all my questions for now. I don't have anything new to solicit from him. So maybe there are numbers for the safe. We did mention... Okay, that's wrong. So it's not the amount of money that she extorted from him. This is just filling in the gaps of the timeline. Trigger for the killer's actions 1 and 2 are worth looking at, though. So, 1. The killer could have taken the opportunity to leave Sichuan sushi restaurant and murder Quanhua while she was alone and making a phone call. Or, action 2. The killer could have taken advantage of the power outage and leave Sichuan sushi restaurant and kill Quanhua when no one was prepared. Okay. We have all the new evidence for Gao Ji. Good God, okay. It was learned that Quanhua had blackmailed him several times using nude photos of him and Zhu Hui. Quanhua threatened Gao Ji that if he didn't give her money, she would publicly reveal their relationship, causing Gao Ji's reputation to be ruined. Before the incident, both Gao Ji and Zhu Hui had contact with the electrical box, giving them both opportunity to tamper with it and create a power outage. Okay. All this is the stuff we got earlier, but we had to repick all of it up. Something about borrowing a ladder, which I am not entirely sure is relevant yet, although it'd be funny if the ladder came into play later. Yeah, Gao Ji frequently hears eerie sounds coming from an unknown source. I can fucking tell you what the unknown source is. Oh, can you just... Wait a minute. Are there multiple endings to this? Can you just determine who you think the killer is? I wasn't sure if there was multiple endings. I still don't think there's multiple endings, but I guess we'll find out. Gao Ji believed that Meng Hang, who appeared warm-hearted and generous, was only pretending, and in reality Meng Hang was petty and not generous. Which we've kind of learned, because Meng Hang is keeping this, like, ultra itemized ledger of, like, every one that he spends on her, so, like, even if it was anyone else that he was in a relationship with, my understanding is that that behavior would still be there. On the surface, Meng Hang and Quanhua had a harmonious relationship and a peaceful life. So, Meng Hang studied electrical engineering when he was in school and worked as an electrician for a decoration company for several years. Inside the paper box is a large amount of cash, totaling 100,000 won. Yeah. Gao Ji mentioned that Xia Xunshui is introverted, doesn't speak much, and is a bit neurotic, making him feel pressured when he's with her. And recently, the relationship between Xia and Quan has become very intimate. Quanhua invites Xia Xunshui to participate in everything. So they were tight, interestingly enough. The girly that died and the girly that potentially fucked about with the electrical box. We shall see. I would like to try and combine some of these. Maybe that will give me some of the pieces of evidence that I'm missing. I have 13 out of 14 pieces of the case evidence. Yeah, I think it's just a matter at this point of finding what things to combine. I don't know pretty much anything about Zhu Hui yet. Once served time in prison for his friends out of a sense of loyalty to the gang, lived frugally, considered spending money akin to cutting his own flesh, and regarded integrity as his motto. He was a person who kept clear accounts of grudges. Yeah, we don't know anything about you yet, my guy. And we don't really know anything about Xia yet, either, other than the fact that apparently her and Qian were tight. I really apologize if I'm slaughtering some of these pronunciations. I'm taking my best stab at it, but for the VOD watchers later, if I say any of these wrong, I would love to be politely corrected so that I can know how to pronounce things from here on. Yeah, personally, I think that we're just gonna need to start combining shit. I wonder if I can feed the rabbit something. you know? Also, why are you in here? You're making me uncomfortable that you came in here like this. So wait a minute, if I come out here, does he like teleport? That's freaky. That's freaky if he does. The robot is fucking gone. Why? Why is it like this? Why is it like, you see? Look. I wasn't losing my mind. The robot fucking disappeared. Goddamn demon robot that we found in the back rooms teleporting and shit. Also, why did it give me a flashlight in here? Does the flashlight help us with something? Here, get blinded, idiot. Tell me where she is. Tell me where she is immediately. Martha! Well, that didn't do anything. I appreciate having a flashlight, but I don't know what it does for me unless it's like gonna help keep me safe down in the tunnels. How many digits? 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 6-digit code. Fuck! Okay. Similarly to the other location, I'm assuming that the numbers are going to be available to us in the clues? Or in the environment some way. I don't think any of this is very helpful, sadly. Yeah. Like the things on the back wall, maybe? Like, that's for the clock, so I'm not really concerned about looking at that. And then the robot fucking disappeared, you know? These are 6 digits. The dates are 6 digits. Of all the paintings. Maybe I should try the dates? Okay, we'll brute force. We'll brute force our way through these. So, 2017, 3-4. We'll just do that one first. No harm in trying, you know? No. It was 3-4, right? Yeah, 3-4. Okay. 2022, 5-2. No. I could be reading way too much into this, I'm not gonna lie. 2014, 7-1. But they're 6 digits and they're in the store, so it'd be a good way to remember it, like. No. Oh, that was 2014. Oh, I did that one wrong. Whoop. Ah. No. Alright, well, this might have been a complete and total bad lead, but 2019, 8-9. Holy shit, no way. No way did that actually work. Oh my god. I thought I was talking out my ass. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but I was like, there's no other numbers for us. Holy shit. All right, we're good. I'm so... Oh, and these are the last 2 pieces of evidence. This is amazing. We've done it. Anonymous letter. And another anonymous letter. Oh, pray tell. 15 years ago, a food poisoning incident occurred at a restaurant run by Wu Shi's father. The letter sender claims to know who poisoned the customers. If Wu Ji wants to know the real culprit's name, she needs to place 50,000 won in a designated location. The letter sender told Wu Ji that the poisoner was Gao Ji, and he not only had evidence of Gao Ji's poisoning, but also a recording of Gao Ji's confession. Recording? I can speak English. A recording. A recording of Gao Ji's confession. If Wu Ji wants to obtain the recording, she needs to pay another 50,000 won. Fighting for my life to stay quiet! What do you mean? What do you mean? Speak your piece. Do it, I dare you. Do it. Look. Look. It's like a typo IRL! Ban her. Ban her immediately. I'm so done. I'm so done with this. What do you have to say about this shit, my guy? What happened in the poisoning incident 15 years ago? I don't know. I've never heard Wu Ji talk about it. Did Wu Ji discuss this anonymous letter with you? No, I had no idea about any anonymous letter. Okay. So he's potentially playing dumb, but we'll see. This letter says that you were the one who poisoned her. This is completely false. It's a rumor and defamation. Okay, well, you can say that all you like, my guy, but, you know, just... Oh, wait, can I have those? Oh, pliers! I didn't even see those before! Hold on a second. Why did I need to find a key when I can just use pliers? Behold! The portal to hell before your very eyes. How can I make Saya a mod? I'm screaming. Fine, you can make her a mod. I don't care. It's fine. An admin will probably have to do it. Make Saya a mod. Just... This is so stupid. Why not? After all, why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I make Saya a mod, huh? Do you have anything else to say? You don't have anything to say about the portal I just opened in the restaurant in which you work? Are you sure? Okay. Oh, is it 9 p.m. mark? Alright, we'll wrap it up here. I haven't gotten to a save in a hot minute. Hello? Wu Ji's ID card. I need to confirm this with Gao Ji. You quit that! Does it proc every time I look at the ID? It's like being able to make your own YTP in real time. I'm actually crying. I'm making everyone leave. Okay. All right. I had my fun. All right. All right. Oh wait, no, that was new text. So you're not gonna talk? Do you want me to take you to the police station? Oh shit, I wish there was a backlog. Oh, okay. Well, you wanted me to take you to the police station? By then, when you talk, the nature of this case will completely change. Alright, I'll talk. 15 years ago, I was working at Wu Ji's father's Japanese restaurant. Careless as I was, I accidentally swapped the improperly stored celery with fresh celery and left work directly. The food made from the spoiled celery prepared by Wu Ji's father caused food poisoning in 12 customers. After the incident, I was afraid of taking responsibility, so I hid the truth. The Japanese restaurant's reputation suffered due to the poisoning incident, and it couldn't stay in business for long, eventually closing down. Wu Ji's father fell ill and passed away shortly, and her mother also passed away 2 years later. Out of guilt, I got into a relationship with Wu Ji, and later we got married. A month ago, Wu Ji somehow found out that I was the one responsible for the poisoning incident 15 years ago. She got angry with me and demanded a divorce. She even wanted to leave me with nothing and take away my rights to raise our daughter. My daughter is my treasure, and I absolutely refuse to let her take my daughter away. Half a month ago, one evening after closing at 8:30 p.m., we had an argument in the storeroom about the custody of our daughter. She got so furious that she grabbed a mop and hit me. I was in pain and without thinking, picked up an old kitchen knife from the shelf and made a couple of gestures towards her. Seeing me with the knife, she got even more agitated, shouting at me loudly while hitting me with the mop. Suddenly, she tripped on something and stumbled towards me. I couldn't dodge in time, and the knife in my hand plunged into her chest. Oh yeah, bud, killing her on the spot. I was terrified, and I knelt beside her body, not daring to move. It was at this moment that my daughter called to tell me that her cram school had finished. I suddenly realized that my daughter would be back soon, and I absolutely couldn't let her see her mother's dead body. I panicked and stood up. I took off my coat and locked the warehouse door without even really processing the scene. Around 11 p.m., after my daughter went to sleep in her room, I finally opened the warehouse door. And to my surprise, Wuji's body was gone. Not only was her body gone, but the bloody knife was also missing. If it weren't for the pool of blood on the floor and my clothes, I would have thought that Wuji's death was just a dream. For the past half-month, I've been living in fear. Every time I open the warehouse door, I'm afraid to death. I'm afraid that I'll suddenly see Wuji's body in the warehouse. Where did you go after locking the warehouse door? I didn't dare to go out. I just sat by the cash register, my mind completely blank. Not long after, Xiatian came home and said that he and his mother wanted to eat seaweed rice balls. I thought my daughter would be coming home for dinner, so I asked him to wait a bit. I took some ingredients from the kitchen and made food on the workbench. How long were you in the kitchen? Less than 2 minutes, and everything was ready. When I came out, I saw Xiatian dancing street dance alone in the room, and I couldn't make out what he was muttering. After I finished cooking, he took the food and left. Just as he was leaving, my daughter came in. One day is a married couple, 100 days of grace. Wuji died like this, and then her body disappeared, and I feel guilty. When I'm alone, I keep thinking, how can a body just disappear? You know, shit happens, my guy. Like this. This might have contributed. How does that make you feel? Do you like the sounds of deflating balloons? Is this good for you? Is this like ASMR in your ears? Does this make you happy? Does this spark joy? That the soul of your dead wife is caught in her ID card? And she also kind of hybridized with a balloon at some point? No? Well, that's a shame. Anyways. Get into a soundboard. if you clip the audio, oh my god. Fine, I'll clip the audio. Just remind me. Send me a reminder of it. I'm gonna need to wrap up stream soon. I don't know how close to the end we are. I think we're pretty damn close, honestly. But if I come across a save and we don't have a ton to do, I mean, I'm assuming it wants me to go in here, so let's just go in here. Because we have a flashlight now, so we might have to finish this next week. Finally, a new quality sound to spam. I want you to know that I have been slowly collating funny soundboard shit. Because I want to make a soundboard, I'm finally giving in and making a soundboard. And I'm gathering beautiful and powerful sounds. Ugh, my ankles. Is this relevant somehow yet? I guess not. Alright, well, here's our save. We will wrap this up next time. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. Say hi to the VOD fishes. Go ahead and wave to my YouTube peeps. We love our YouTube koi buns. If you haven't joined the Discord and you're watching on YouTube, you know, consider joining the Discord, heart hands. We have a fun time in here, and I'm making a cursed soundboard, including and potentially not limited to this horrible sound that we have discovered in Soul Street here, so I love all you fishes. Thanks so much for coming and supporting your boss. I will catch you all later. Food truck is closing for the night, peeps. Your boss is shutting down for the night.